Okay, this is 1.1 and there's a lot of writing, but it's fairly easy. And I'll mention it a few times, but if it asks to graph, you can always use Desmos.com and graph them. I'll let you figure that out, or you can email me if you have any questions. Email, call, or join a Teams meeting during my plan time. Okay, so this is about graphing equations. And the first type, they'll give you something like y equals the square root of x plus 4. And they will say, are these points on the graph? And their first is 0, 2. And their second is 5, 3. And they want you to check it out. 0 is the x, 2 is the y. So 0 plus 4 is 4. Square root of 4 is 2. A is on the graph. 5. 5 plus 4 is 9. Square root of 9 is 3. Answer 3. That is on the graph. I want you to try this. Y equals x squared plus 3x plus 2. And I want you to see if 2, 0 is on the graph and if negative 2, 8 is on the graph. And I want you to pause this video, try them out, and then turn it back on to get the answer. Okay, so yes, this worked, and no, this did not. The next type, they will give you an equation like y equals negative 2x plus 5, and they'll give you a graph to fill out, and they'll give you the x's, and you'll find the y's. Like they'll say negative 1 for x, and 0 for x, and 1 for x, and 2 for x, and 5 halves for x. So the same type of thing, you plug it in. If negative 1 is x, negative 2 times negative 1 is positive 2, plus 5 is 7. If 0 is x, negative 2 times 0, it's gone, plus 5 is 5. If 1 is x, negative 2 times 1 is negative 2, plus 5 is 3. If 2 is x, negative 2 times 2 is negative 4, plus 5 is 1. If 5 halves is x, negative 2 times 5 halves is negative 5, plus 5 is 0. And then you would graph those points. Negative 1, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And 0, 5. And 1, 3. And it should make a straight line. So here's one for you to try. I'm going to put it on. I want you to pause and then check if you get it. Whoops, y equals y plus 3x x equals x squared. And again, they'll give you the x. You find the y. So if it was negative 1, 0, 1, 2. So, okay, you should be pausing it right at the moment so we can see if this works. 0. Because that one ends up graphing negative 1, 4, 0, 0, 1, negative 2, 2, negative 2, and it ends up being a parabola. Bad drawing of it, but that's the idea. Okay, then they will, another way, they might do x-intercept and y-intercept. We did that last time. Plug in a 0 for x, you get the y-intercept. Plug in a 0 for y, you get the x-intercept. They also will have what they call symmetry tests. And again, you can put these in Desmos, graph it, and you can tell if it's x-axis symmetry, y-axis, origin, or none. X-axis, x, y, and x, opposite y will be on the graph. If it's y-axis, x, y, and opposite x, y will be on the graph. If it's origin, x, y, and opposite x, opposite y will be on the graph. For example, if x squared equals y, then, and we used an example, -1. -1 squared is +1. And if we put in a +1, +1 squared is also +1. This is y-axis symmetry. And like I say, it would be much easier to just put it on Desmos and see. This one is, if we had y equals x cubed, then -1 equals -1 times -1, -1, and 1 equals 1 times 1 times 1 matched. And so, and that ends up looking like, and that's the origin. So it's just like turned. The last type that you will need is equation of a circle. And you had this in geometry. Equation of a circle, and you might write it in your notes, is x minus h squared plus y minus k squared equals r squared. HK is the center. HK is the center, and R is radius. R is radius. So the first type, they'll give us something, and then you figure it out. For example, they'll give you the center is 0, 0, and the radius is 3. Write an equation of line. Well, x minus 0 squared plus y minus 0 squared equals 3 squared, or x squared plus y squared equals 9. So I'll give you one, give you a second. You'll have to pause it and then come back. Center, -4, 5. Radius, 2. Okay, so you write an equation of a line. Pause it. Okay, turning it back on. X minus a -4 minus a negative plus y minus 5 squared equals 2 squared is 4. The other type is they'll have you graph that. For example, graph x squared plus y squared equals 25. Okay, there's nothing here, nothing here. Its center is at the origin. And then square root of 25 is 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That points on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That points on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That points on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That points on, and it makes a circle. Another would be, I want you to try, x minus 1 squared plus y plus 3 squared equals 9. Pause it, and then look what that sends up. Okay, center, -1, because of negative. I did that exactly wrong. X minus h, 1. Y minus a negative, 1, -3. And the radius equals 3. So you would find the center, 1, 1, 2, 3. That's the center. Go up 3. Go left, 1, 2, 3. Go down, 1, 2, 3. Go to the right, 1, 2, 3. And then connect them. Okay, so that's what you need for section 1-1. Do this on WebAssign. Please either join my plan time, call me, or send an email, if you have any question on any of the numbers. Thank you.